Welcome back everyone, Munoz here from Northern Lights TV, back with another video for you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by today, I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, just so you know what I do here, I just give my honest opinions about guns that I like, guns I want to try out. All the products that I show on here are not sent to me by any of the gun manufacturers. They're either lent to me or I purchase them on my own. So if you like that kind of content, feel free to like, subscribe, and make sure you turn your bell notifications on so you know when we drop some more content. Also, I do want to take a quick second to mention super thanks. If you guys find it in your heart to donate something to the channel by using YouTube super thanks, I'd really appreciate it. But the best way to support the channel is definitely to make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So today we're going to be reviewing a handgun that I'm actually really excited for and that I've been looking for quite a while but hadn't been able to find. Finally found it, and that is the Beretta APX full size. Got the case right here ready to go for you guys. So let's go ahead and open the case and see what comes with this firearm. Alright, so here we go. As you can see on the case, the iconic Beretta logo, the oldest gun manufacturer in the world. So when we open up the case, here's what we have inside. So of course we have a 17 round magazine in the firearm, and we do get a spare 17 round magazine in the box. We also get some additional back straps, and we get a speed loader as well with the Beretta logo on there. Up here, of course, we got our paperwork and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and get the box out of the way so we can go ahead and take a look at this firearm. Alright everyone, so here we have it, the Beretta APX A1. This is the full size. I believe they do make an APX A1 carry. First thing I'm gonna do is drop that magazine. As you can see, nothing in there and nothing in the chamber. So the Beretta APX A1 is the predecessor to the APX, the original Beretta APX. That one was part of the military trials and stuff like that. So there's some enhancements and upgrades that they made to this pistol. From what I'm seeing, everybody is saying that this is what the Beretta APX should have been from the get-go. So the first thing that we have is updated is the slide serrations. The other ones were like a thicker, beefier slide serration. These are more natural slide serrations that we see from most firearm manufacturers. They did make a lip here, so that does press your pinky up just a little bit. And I believe we have an updated trigger with this firearm. Again, nothing in there. So we do have an updated trigger. I'll show that to you guys. But let's start from the bottom of the firearm. This right here, this little cutout kind of reminds me of the PSA dagger. So you are able to get a good grip on the magazine just in case you have some kind of malfunction. You can definitely rip those out. Nice texture here on the side of the firearm, and then we have checkering on the back and on the front. So you do get a nice grip on this firearm. Like I mentioned, it does have this little lip here. So it just allows you to get an even better purchase on the firearm. So for those of you that don't know, this firearm comes around the $400 to $500 mark. And for that price, you get a lot of great features that some of the firearms manufacturers that are charging more for their pistols don't even come with. One of them being that beaver tail. Like, it's extremely low bore axis. You can get way up on that firearm. Nice beaver tail, so you don't get any slide bite. Another thing I want to mention is this double undercut here. Like, how awesome is that in a pistol that's at this price point to have a double undercut, so you can make sure you get really high up on this gun. Squared off trigger guard. It is serrated at the front. You get a full slot Picatinny and dust cover for your lights and lasers. Like I mentioned, rear slide serrations, these are cut really deep. Forward slide serrations as well. And then you get these nice index points at the front that can act as a gas pedal. You get your takedown lever here as well. Slide stop, slide release. That is ambidextrous. The magazine release is swappable. And then let's go ahead and check out that trigger. So this is It's mostly flat face for the most part. It has a slight curve, but you do have your trigger safety there. So you get to that wall, and then once you get to that wall, you get a nice break, and then the reset is right there. Pretty short reset. I really like that. So pretty nice trigger. This firearm that I purchased actually came with the Burris Fast Fire 3. I've never used this optic before, so I'm excited to try it out. You can see there 3 MOA dot. You do have your brightness settings, so I believe that's the highest setting there. And then as you can see, it kind of dims out, and then you got your off setting there. You do have steel sights with this firearm. You do get a tritium fiber optic sight and then a blacked out rear. However, these sights, obviously, as you can tell, do not co-witness. This firearm does have a fire control module. What that means basically is that's the serialized part of the firearm. So you can take this out just like a P320. You'll be able to take the fire control module out and then put it into the different frames. So they do make, they're coming out with small, medium, and large frames for this firearm. So, you know, if you're in a state that where you know, restricted to how many guns you could have or capacity, or maybe you don't have a lot of money to be spending on different kind of firearms, you can buy like a carry frame and get that shipped directly to you, and that way you can have like a home defense gun like with this full-size frame, or if you want to swap it out and make it a carry gun, you'll be able to do that. So very excited to take this out to the range and test it out. Like I said, I have not used this optic, so pretty excited to use this optic as well. So without further ado, guys, let's take it out to the ranch and see how we do with the Beretta APX A1. Alright everyone, we're out at the ranch. We're gonna go ahead and test out that Beretta APX A1. Of course, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that this red dot is zeroed. What I'm gonna be shooting for the most part today is Blazer Brass 115 grain, and I do have some Remington UMC I'm gonna put through it, as well as some hollow tips. So I'm sorry, some hollow points. So let's go ahead and start the zero, make sure that dot is on point. All right, let's go check it out. All right, so this was my first group. I shot here, made some adjustments, moved it up a little bit. My second group, and then this is my third group. So I'd say we're pretty spot on. The rest of these shots were already there. I'm gonna try out one more group aiming for this center. So I'll cover these up, these three up, and then I'll aim here. But I think we're pretty spot on. I say that's a pretty good group. Since we got it pretty dialed in, let's go ahead and ring some steel now. Alright, so we ran our first 2 mags. So far so good. Let's go ahead and load 2 more and we'll keep bringing some steel. Alright, so we got 17 plus 1 right now in the Beretta APX. I moved back to about 25 yards, so let's go ahead and keep bringing some steel, see how it works out for us. Knock down my target. No lock back on that one, but it's running pretty well so far. Missed a couple of those shots, I know. It's me just trying to shoot fast, but I'll slow it down, see if we can get some more hits on target. So I did it again, guys. I forgot to throw my glasses on, but I got them on now. Running good. All right, guys. To close it out, we're gonna go ahead and end with I believe this is 124 grain Winchester silver tip. We're just gonna make sure it runs defensive ammunition. So let's try it out. All right, so sorry about all the stopping, guys. My steel target keeps getting knocked over, so I have to walk over and pick it back up. But that's gonna do it for the Beretta APX. So the Beretta APX A1 ran flawlessly today. We have about 130, 150 rounds through it, 0 malfunctions. Ran some 115 Blazer brass, some 115 UMC Remington, and then 124 grain Winchester silver tip. So ran great, guys. Feels good in the hand and everything. Let's take it back to the tabletop and see what it looks like after a range session. All right, everyone, we are back. And yes, before you ask, I did get a haircut. Let me know what you think down in the comments. We're back with the Beretta APX. Had a great time out at the ranch with it. As you can see, it was very, very reliable. Let's go ahead and break it down and see what it looks like after a range session. All right, here we go. First things first, let me go ahead and drop that mag. As you can see, mag is clear. Nothing in the chamber. So before I take it down, let's go ahead and talk about this red dot, the Burst Fast Fire 3. From what I experienced today, it was actually a really nice red dot. I have never tried a Burst Fast Fire red dot, and you guys know, if you've watched my channel, I'm pretty new to red dots. You know, I don't really know much about them, but I've been trying them out lately and they've been working out great for me. So I was very, very pleased with this red dot. I'm not too sure on the price. Like I said, it did come with the firearm. But if you were to pick this one up, I would say you're in good hands because it worked out just fine for me. So let's go ahead and break this down. There's a couple different ways that you can break it down. You can just, you know, pull the trigger and then you'll push this pin in and then move this lever down. There's also a different way to break it down. If you have some sort of punch, what you could do is pull this back slightly, press this disconnect, you'll hear a click. And then now you have a dead trigger, right? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna push this pin in and then rotate the takedown lever. So push in and then rotate up, and just like that you can see the slide comes right off. Let's take a look at the frame first. As you can see, it looks pretty, I mean pretty much what everything looks like after a range session, right? But the frame looks pretty good. Let's take out our recoil spring. Again, that looks pretty good. Nice stainless steel guide rod in here. Check out this barrel. See some wear marks there, normal wear marks. For those of you who aren't too familiar, this is usually what everything looks like after a range session. We'll look down in the barrel, and the rifling still looks pretty good. And then our slide. Looks pretty good as well. No complaints with this firearm. Like I said, it worked very well. I got to try it out on my steel target, so that was nice. I'll just put this all back together. And there we go, there we have it all back together. Quick function check. Locks back. There we go. Alright folks, well there you have it. Those are my thoughts on the Beretta APX A1. Very nice, beautiful handgun. It worked great for me. Burst Fast Fire also worked great for me. But of course, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Also, remember to like the video, subscribe, and turn on those bell notifications so you know when we drop some more content. And as always, stay safe, stay protected, keep it on you, and I'll see you on the next one.